I already spoiled that there's gonna be another video up today, and that's actually the faction voting for Victoria 2. That's not really an interesting thing, but we're gonna talk about the factions we can play. I could play pretty much. The USA, obviously, since the date is 1861, so that's USA versus CSA. USA is here, CSA is down here. Like that. Can only draw it. And yes, I can do a faction voting before the game is up, because I want to jump into it the first day it's out, and then just go madness on it. As if we play CSA, the main goal will be to hold up the USA, maybe then conquer a bit of Mexico and USA. The main goal will to stop the USA, but if we play USA, we're just gonna conquer the CSA pretty quick. We're gonna have that from Mexico already, and then we're gonna work on driving the British out of Canada, killing Mexico off, maybe take Cuba, the Bahamas, stuff like that. And yeah, that's obviously an option. Mexico would be an option as well. We're gonna be driven back to here, but our goal would be to retake all this land, maybe to here, go even more badass, conquer Texas back again. So we're gonna, if we play USA, we could also go madness. The USA is pretty powerful by military score, military power. The score doesn't really matter. The score in this game is really pretty much about whatchamacallit, about how much ships you have. So it doesn't really matter. Can naval blockade you, but if you have more soldiers, then it can invade you. Yeah, as USA, we could also conquer Southern America. We could play United Kingdom, but it's a decently interesting game, but you're pretty much the strongest power in the world already at the beginning of the game, the 1861 even more. And it's not gonna be that interesting. We could, well, we could try and regain the USA, the CSA, then kill the USA, conquer New England, conquer Washington, all this unclaimed land, conquer parts of USA. We could just go madness on everybody, but it's not that interesting really, because you don't have much of a challenge. Then we could play Italy. By the time 1861, the first Italian independence war has happened. So Lombardy, which is part of Austria here, that part has been taken by Sardinia with the help of France. So Italy is formed, but still lacks Venice. As far as I remember correctly, Venice, yeah, that's pretty much about it. And Rome, since the Pope was aided by France. So Sardinia only got that when the French got imposed by Prussia and the North German Federation. We could, yeah, that's some interesting choices. Italy, the CSA, USA. And we could obviously, yeah, also they have added a bunch of features for uncivilized nations. So uncivilized nations, basically, in this version of the game, you just have to get a couple technologies. Those basically track tree, and you get a couple of these, and then you can civilize. But it's gonna be different. You're gonna have to modernize a lot of stuff. So that would be interesting, and I'd like to try that out. And the options for an unciv that really make a great game are Japan, but Japan's not really interesting. You get civilized pretty easily, and then you just pwn everybody in East Asia. I'd like to play Dynam, which is Vietnam. That might maybe for an interesting game. We could play Siam, Thailand, maybe. Ethiopia always makes for an interesting game. Because your goal is going to be to take this region here. I'm not sure. By the time 1861, that region might be held by the Ottomans, because the crisis happened. The Ottomans are back here. They probably have Hejaz. I'm not sure how the game will show it. Then we could pwn Oman, take all this of Africa. That maybe for an interesting game. Sweden, not really. I know you can propose every country, but that are the ones I'd suggest for a round of Victoria 2 in a House Divided to get started. Because that are the things where they change really a lot. So I'd propose you the USA, which would be pretty much military madness. Because we could conquer a lot of people. Conquer Canada. Just troll the United Kingdom. Yeah, well, Mexico, try and regain the land, support the CSA, make an alliance with them if possible. Then obviously the CSA. Italy, or one of the uncivs, most interesting ones being probably Oman, Ethiopia, and Dyname. But you can propose whatever you want, so I hope someone votes. If no one votes, I'm just gonna be like sad face and choose for myself. So yeah, think of it, this map is not the correct one, always remember that. And I'm gonna see you in another video. Maybe it's the first of the Victoria 2 House Divided campaign, maybe it's not, maybe you're watching Third Age. So I'll see you then, and I hope you vote.